Good afternoon, Norfolk Collegiate. It is Miss Brown here. I am live from our holding spot in the senior car parade down at the Greek Church, right down the street from Norfolk Collegiate. I am here with the 69 seniors that are graduating from Norfolk Collegiate. We are so excited to celebrate them in a special way today through this virtual platform, but also through gathering in our cars in our parade today. The kids are going to line up in their cars. They're going to drive through campus, and we are so excited to be able to showcase what they're doing, who they are, in this very unique, awesome way. So I am here right now with Skylar. Skylar's one of our graduates today. Skylar, how long have you been at Norfolk Collegiate?
9 years.
She's been here for 9 years. And where are you going next year?
UVA.
She's going to UVA. Yeah, there we go. She's got her car decorated, and we're going to keep walking around. Let's see what else we can find. Who else we can find here? Let's go this way. Let's see. All right, look at that cool car, y'all. There we go. We've got some more graduates over here. And we are going to turn it around here. Let's see. We got some more decorations on the cars. All right, I'm going to flip my camera so you guys can see it more. Wave hi. You guys are on the Facebook. Awesome. All right, let's look at this, you guys. Look how cool. These cars are decorated so awesome. Congrats, Tyler. We've got lots of balloons, lots of graduates, some more balloons over here. I am going to walk down the middle of this aisleway here, see what we can see here. What a unique way, right? I mean, crazy town. Look at this one over here. Look at these balloons. So like I said, the kids are going to drive through. We got some cool, awesome little decorations here. 2020 balloons hanging out of the car down here. There we go. Oh, this was cool. I missed this one. This piñata down here on the front of the car. Congrats, grad. We've got some graduates hanging out the sunroofs. We've got another next stop UVA right here. Next stop UVA. Congrats, grad. Look at this.
Here we go.
This awesome piñata right here. I love it. I'm gonna walk this way, see what else we've got going on down here. I don't even know. There's so many different places to go. Wave hi, it's the LaHues in the car. I'm coming down here. All right, Chaz, unroll your window. You're on the school's Facebook page. This is Chaz. Chaz, how long have you been at Norfolk Collegiate? 13 years. Woo, woo. A car full of family members back there. I love it. And Chaz, where are you going to school next year? Massachusetts Maritime Academy. Awesome. All right, wave hi, fam, one more time. Woo! There we go. All right, let's see what we can find over here. All right, there's Jessie hanging out of her car, waving hi. I love it. Class of 2020, right here. Honk for Antonio. All right, if you're driving by, honk for Antonio. We've got some awesome, great job, class of 2020. Congrats, Thomas. I love it. Y'all are doing awesome. We are so pumped. So what we're gonna do in a few minutes here, our seniors are gonna get ready. We've got Miss Cook here. She's gonna lead off the parade down to the school. Then they're gonna drive through campus. And before we do that, while they're getting there, we have a few special speeches, and just about 6 minutes, we're gonna turn over to that. Before we do, let's see if we can find a few more seniors to talk to. Let me see here. All right, you guys are back on the Facebook page. We've got the Joneses in the house. How long have you been at Norfolk Collegiate?
Since first grade.
Since first grade. Awesome. And I know the answer because it's the best school in the whole wide world, but where are you going to school next year?
JMU.
Yes! Woo! Woo! I got myself another JMUer. And there we've got UVA. I think we already saw your car. I'm waving hi to you now. There we go. Back to Tyler. Let's see over here. I'm talking, you guys. It goes way far down over there. All right. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. It's going to be a fun afternoon. We are going to show our 3 speeches. We've got our salutatorian speech, our valedictorian speech, and also our senior class president speech. So those will take place right after we finish up here. And then the students will all parade down and we'll show you as they drive through. So it's going to be super cool to be able to see that too. Like I said, we've got 69 seniors this year. 3 of them were international students who have since returned back to their homes. Students going all over, like you heard. We've got kids going to Massachusetts, kids going to school in Virginia, kids going to school out of state. I hear some oh, I think that's Miss Cook trying to get everyone's attention to get ready for the parade. I'm going to show you guys back on the cars again. I wish I was taller so you could really get the full depth of how far back these car parades go. So we have asked each family to have 1 car per household that is here. So we could have up to 69 cars, give or take. So they're gathering back up in their cars as we speak. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are in about 3 minutes going to turn it over. Let's go ask Jessie where she's going to school next year while we're walking this way. There we go. Let's see here. There we go. There's someone. Here's someone with me. There's Libby. Her car is all decorated out. I'm going to flip it to you here, Libby. All right, there's Libby. Libby, where are you? How long have you been at Norfolk Collegiate?
I've been at Collegiate for 3 years.
3 years. And you're going to hear from Libby shortly because Libby is our our valedictorian this year. Congratulations to Libby. Woo-hoo! Yes, let's hear it from the car. And Libby, where have you decided where you're going to school next year?
Yes.
Where are you going?
Going to Yale.
Going to Yale next year. She's got the top hat on top of her spot in the car. I love it. NCS 2020, go Oaks. Thank you, Libby.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. Got a little bit more going down this way. We've got some alumni in the house. Annie is here. Let's see. Jessie, how long have you been at Norfolk Collegiate?
Since 4th grade.
4th grade. And have you decided where you're going to school?
Yes, I'm going to UNC Asheville.
Going to UNC Asheville, hanging out the back of her parents' car. I love it. All these people are getting ready to go. Everyone's loading up their cars. Some more convertibles back there. Everyone's loading up. All right. So we're getting ready to go back. The kids are getting ready to go back. There we go. There's the rest of the Gow family. There's Annie. Antonio, how long have you been at Norfolk Collegiate?
Since 1st grade.
Since 1st grade.
I've been here since 2nd.
Well, she's not there anymore. She graduated, yes. And Antonio, where are you going to school?
I'm going to UVA next year.
UVA. Annie, where did you go to school? Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit of a house rivalry there, I have a feeling. So I am going to turn it back here in about 30 seconds back to start off our speeches. So as these kids drive down to the upper school, we are going to let you hear more about how they have enjoyed their time. So without further ado, we are going to turn it over so you can hear more from our salutatorian. So take it away. I'll see you back here soon.
Everyone, to the Class of 2020 Graduation Parade. Today, we are gathered under unique circumstances to celebrate the many achievements of the Class of 2020. On behalf of my class, I want to thank you for taking the time to share in this moment with us. I also want to thank our families, friends, and teachers for supporting us throughout our high school careers, as we would not be the students nor the people we are today without you. For the first 9 years of my education, I attended the Portsmouth Public School System. These years gave me a solid academic foundation, but I was always missing a sense of community. When I came to collegiate in the 9th grade, I was instantly embraced by my peers and my teachers. It was then that I knew that Norfolk Collegiate would be my home away from home. Little did I know that Norfolk Collegiate would become exactly like my home when my mom and my sister joined my dad and me during sophomore year. Though these past few months have been challenging and frustrating at times, they have highlighted what Norfolk Collegiate truly means to the class of 2020. We have been able to maintain that sense of community and togetherness despite social distancing and digital learning. Our teachers and administrators have maintained a strong presence in all of our lives and have helped shepherd us through these difficult times. The environment in Norfolk Collegiate has enabled our class to reach its full potential over the past 4 years. As underclassmen, we had a certain reputation, and if you were in Mr. Stell's G-Bell biology class, then you know exactly what I am talking about. But we were allowed to mature and to cultivate our talents in so many ways. Academically, we have received many distinctions and are heading off to great schools in the fall. From our improbable run at the Blue Crab Bowl, to Libby's regional win at Poetry Out Loud, to Kai's stellar performance at Model NATO, we have made some scholastic memories. Athletically, we have broken several records and attained success on the courts, fields, and water. Who can forget Jordan Battle's 50-point night en route to becoming the all-time leading scorer, or the baseball team's come-from-behind walk-off win at Harbor Park? And in the realm of fine and performing arts, our class has shone bright, with numerous all-district chorus and band accolades culminated by Jenny Kim's all-state chorus recognition. Fortunately, the reputation of our amazing theater department was spared from my participation in the spring musical, although the comedic effect might have even rivaled that of our very own Josh Reed. I would like to end today by addressing my classmates. Thank you so much for your support, advice, and friendship over the past 4 years. These past few months have been some of the most difficult yet. We have greatly anticipated the end of our senior year for as long as we can remember, but now measures beyond our control stand in the way of traditional celebrations. If this pandemic has taught us anything, it is to be present in everything that we do and to appreciate those things that we thought would always be there. Bearing in mind these lessons, we must learn to live by the words of Mark Twain. Quote, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones that you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, discover. So, to my class, the class of 2020, be brave, be bold, but above all, be present. Thank you.
Administrators, faculty, parents, and of course, the class of 2020. While this obviously isn't the graduation we all expected, I'm so excited that we have at least some opportunity to celebrate together. This excitement comes from a little thing that I've relearned over the past few months: perspective. Think back to that week after spring break, that last week where everything felt at least somewhat normal. I would imagine that we were all stressed in some form or fashion. I, for one, was trying to understand a seemingly impossible AP research project, get back into shape for crew, and complete all of my class assignments. My mental state in March makes me think of my favorite movie of all time, Elf. If you've ever seen Elf, you might remember the part where the happy-go-lucky buddy, awestruck by the Christmas display at Gimbel's, is told to stop smiling and make work your new favorite by the manager. My head was stuck in make work your new favorite mode. But then the state closed school for 2 weeks, and 2 weeks turned into 3 months. We switched into Zoom learning with only 3 hours of class a day, but I was still overwhelmed and working late almost every single night. With all the other activities I was involved in gone, I became consumed by assignments that were intended to take no more than an hour to complete. But then something hit me. At some point or another, something probably hit all of us. Maybe you remembered how fun it is to play cards with your family. Maybe you rediscovered a passion that you didn't have the time to pursue through high school. In my case, I was reminded that schoolwork isn't, shouldn't, cannot be everything. It's important, but there's more to life than that. Collegiate has always encouraged us to explore different ideas, activities, and subjects. More than anything, this community has encouraged us to form connections between what we learn in class and the real world, but maybe more importantly, with other people. I think back on the sophomore trek, my advisory, all the new people in our class, Stephen, Olivia, Rachael, Tristan, Susanna, Miss Lassiter, and I, spent the day getting overly competitive playing Happy Salmon, conquering the Alpine Tower, and climbing over each other while balancing on a log in order to arrange ourselves by card number without speaking or looking at our own cards. Sophomore Trek is just one of the many ways Collegiate has taught us that there's so much out there to explore together. This pandemic has reminded us, now more than ever, that fretting about the next test, game, or performance can distract us from what we all know is really important: our relationships. One of my favorite parts of Elf is when Buddy exclaims to his long-lost father, "First we'll make snow angels for 2 hours, then we'll go ice skating, then we'll eat a whole roll of Toll House cookie dough as fast as we can, and then we'll snuggle." While I don't anticipate many of us literally executing Buddy's plan, it's a reminder to cherish those who lift us up. Our education at Collegiate has taught us so much more than how to construct an argument or find the zeros of a function. It's taught us the value of making meaningful connections, of creating our own community, of finding balance, of maintaining perspective. Thank you.
I would like to begin by recognizing our faculty marshals. Dr. Thompson and Ms. DeWitt were chosen to lead us here today because they have continuously done so over the past 4 years. With their kindness, guidance, and lessons both in and out of the classroom, they have been pillars of support, and we will always appreciate them. On behalf of the class of 2020, thank you, Dr. Thompson and Ms. DeWitt. From the moment I was elected senior class president, the opportunity to speak on behalf of our class was something I greatly look forward to. This is exactly how I imagined it going. Of course, there were a lot of things that we imagined going down differently over the past couple of months. This is what makes today so important, because although this is usually a day for reflection and celebration, I think it holds a little bit more weight considering what we've been through collectively. That's the key word though, collectively. Times of crisis are when our truest colors are revealed, and I think that we've proven during these times what has made this community, and specifically our graduating class, so worth being proud of. As humans, we tend to focus on the negative. Recently, I've heard it said that 2020 is the worst year ever. I disagree. I contend that the worst year in human history so far is 536 AD. That year, historians believe a massive volcanic eruption in Iceland plunged the entire northern hemisphere into darkness for about 18 months. This led to plummeting temperatures, crop failure, and worldwide financial collapse. Overall, not a good time to be alive. On top of that, the Justinian plague swept through Europe just a few years later. Eventually, a renaissance came along, and suddenly Europe was the place to be. This has been an extremely long-winded way of getting to the theme given to us this year by Mrs. Claywell, the power of yet. While I don't think it'll take 1,000 years, better times are ahead. However, better times don't happen in a vacuum. Our class has proven its perseverance and is ready to create those better days. We've set ourselves apart because instead of asking when, we ask why and how. Norfolk Collegiate has not only taught us to identify the questions we need to ask, but has prepared us with the skills to create the answers that will shape tomorrow. If you procrastinate as much as I do, you know how quickly tomorrow can become today. I'm fully confident that when that day comes, my friends and I will be ready to face it head on. It is because of the love, care, and patience we have received throughout our journey that we are the people you see before you today. Growing up is a slow process, but it's funny, because now it seems to have gone so fast. I think I speak for all of us when I say these past couple years have given us so many valuable, cherished things. It has brought us the endless laughter, love, and trust of our friends. Author Paulo Coelho said, "Friendship is not a big thing. It's a million little things." I personally wouldn't give up a single one of those million little things. These years have given us teachers and faculty who have taught us with passion, wisdom, and most importantly, time and patience. They believed in us and pushed us to be our best, even when we didn't think it was possible. They have taught us lessons outside their individual disciplines. Lessons like hard work, communication, and the value not only of what we do, but how we choose in doing it. On behalf of the class of 2020, thank you for all you've done for us. To our families, and especially our parents. You've been with us since the beginning, and nothing we've done so far would have been possible without you. You've given us love, stability, motivation, and the gift of a fantastic education. And we promise to make you proud, or at least attempt to. Thank you. The next chapter, made possible by our friends, family, and teachers, is exciting, unknown, and different. I've been informed by people with much more life experience than I that life has a tendency to change, and often in unexpected ways. The past couple months have certainly proven that. Although our lives have certainly changed recently in ways we never could have imagined, they will soon change again as we embark for the next place we'll call home. The experiences and the people we've met and connected with here will stay with us always and hold a special place in our hearts and minds. I'll finish with a quote by author J.M. Barrie. "God gave us memory so that we may have roses in December. We will always remember the roses from our time at Norfolk Collegiate and the people who allowed them to bloom. No matter what garden life finds us in, we will always have the privilege of saying we are rose." Thank you.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. Today is going to be a wonderful opportunity for us to celebrate the class, laugh a little, wave a lot, and hopefully see some people that we haven't seen in a while. We also look forward to the opportunity to celebrating and congratulating you in a more formal setting as soon as we're able. Over the past 2 weeks, there has been a lot of articles and interviews about the class of 2020. As I've read those articles and watched those interviews, I've been really struck by a lot of it has been about what the class has lost. The moments that can't be replaced, the opportunities missed, and that list is valid. There is absolutely truth to the fact that the class of 2020 had some losses associated with it, those moments that you cannot get back. But I think a lot of that short changes the class of 2020. The class of 2020 gained a lot over these past few months. They gained some true life lessons. Now, those life lessons were at times painful to learn, but they did. And they gained them nonetheless, because when we reflect back upon this time, the value of family, of hard work, of perseverance, of friendships, of community, those are the life lessons that the class of 2020 is going to take away from this experience. And I think allowing them to be defined by what the losses are, I don't think is truly the full measure of the class. I think defining them by what was gained and by those lessons that the class of 2020 is going to take and build on in the years to come. To the class, remember when we gathered together on March 13th, and I stood up in assembly and we talked about gathering your textbooks and checking the website for assignments in the event that we were closed for a few days. None of us at that moment thought that we were going to be here today after having been out of session for so long. No one would have thought in August that we would be at this day in the way that we are. This has been a long, strange journey. It has taken lots of twists and turns, but what has been remarkable about the class of 2020 is that they have remained committed to their friends, committed to the school, committed to their teachers. And that, I think, is a real testament to the class of 2020. When we began this, it was a lot of unknown. We all sort of launched into this strange new world together. But we are here today. We're here to congratulate the class of 2020, and in the words of famed lyricist Jerry Garcia, what a long, strange trip it's been. Congratulations to the class of 2020. You all have made us all proud. Thank you.
We are here. We're kicking off this parade. We've got our 3 international students, as you can see on the screen right now. Susanna, Stephen, and Rachel have all gone back to their homes. But other than that, we are ready to go, and we are going to kick this senior parade off right here, right now. Here we go. Kicking it off with none other than Bob Roberts, our IT guy. As you can see, they are lined up all down. You're on Facebook. We've got some fun fans here, some alumni in the crowd. There's Libby. You heard from her. You heard her speech a few minutes ago. There we go. We've got Sam hanging out of the sunroof. Good job. Nice. I love the car decorations. We've got Skylar. You're gonna be you for everything. Hi, Jess. Hi, guys. Congratulations. Thank you. Have so much fun. Stay in touch. Visit all of it. Okay. We're not above social media stalking if you try to avoid us for too long. Have the best time. Stay safe. I just get to do my annual mention in college, but you know it's me. Have fun at the same time. Okay. Trey! Congratulations, sweet pea. Thank you. Congratulations. I love that you'll be close by, so you'll come visit, right? Yep. I'll live right down there. Well, come on over. Bye, sweetie. Bye. Elijah! Elijah! Hey, sweetie. Congratulations, honey. Really proud of you. Thank you. Love you all. Congratulations. Ah! Congratulations. I mean, it.
Collegiate's got big shoes to fill next year, Dan.
Yes, big time.
Rich, you already you're free.
But come back. But don't screw up.
He won't.
You know where I'm going to find you.
He won't.
I have high hopes for you, Monroe.
Wahoo!
Yes!
Congratulations!
I love it. Lots of years this year.
Congratulations! Oh my God.
I'll take it off now because it was mine. That's how I felt about mine.
Yes,
I love it.
Congratulations! Love you and miss you.
Yes, I love it. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
Hi! I'm a style. Hi, congratulations. I love it. I love it. I want to give you guys all hugs. Corona hugs.
You stay in touch, okay? Don't forget.
I'll come back and visit.
You have to.
Oh, yes.
All right, love you so much. Have so much fun.
Yes.
I can't wait to hear all about it.
Filed in the car. I love it. Bye.
Congratulations, Jackson. 500
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Congratulations,
I love
sweetheart.
it.
Have so
Thank
much
you for
fun.
coming.
Stay in touch, okay?
Bye. My cheeks haven't smiled this much.
Hi, guys. I'm so happy. Hi, guys. Have the best time.
See you later. Abe. I would approve of grape toast to be here versus Congrats, Abe.
Hi, guys.
Thank you.
Did you get the black
Congratulations. Oh, it's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I got it for you.
Hey, honey. Hey, congratulations. Have so much fun. I'm going to look for you on my Shark Tank or something.
Yes.
Yes. Congratulations, sweetheart.
Congrats.
Good job. Have so much fun. Stay in touch. Promise. All right.
Yeah.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Nicholas! Woo! You did it!
I love it.
Congratulations.
How many outlets can you fit in one car?
Nick has so much fun. Stay in touch.
Congrats, Jordan.
It's killing me not to get in that car. Congratulations, sweetheart.
Good job.
Promise to stay in touch. I miss you already. You take care. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye,
Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Congratulations.
Bye, Brandon. See you soon.
Hey guys! Congratulations! Y'all had a big couple weeks. Hey Joy! Congratulations. Stay in touch, okay? Y'all have some fun too. Hi, honey.
Who is this?
Hi,
Annabeth. Oh, Annabeth. Congrats.
Annabeth,
I love
hi,
it.
sweetie. So
Congrats,
good to see you.
Annabeth.
Stay in touch with us, okay? Study, but have a little fun. Because I know how hard you work. Make our time a little bit. Have so much fun. Y'all do anything tonight, family dinner?
I debated on it.
I'm hoping this helped take the sting out a little. It's so good to see you guys. Well, I've been like,
I know. It's like, it's
Congratulations. Beautiful job. It was so much fun to stay in touch.
On the car. Looks awesome. Bye, Noah. See you. Hold on to your hat,
Hey,
Austin.
sweetie.
I will. Thank you.
So proud of you, Austin.
Thank you, Miss Leila.
I love all your signs on your car.
Yes.
It looks so good. You stay in touch, you promise.
I will.
Okay, and you'll visit too.
Yes, yes. I will.
And you visit too, God bless you too.
Yes.
Bye, Mom. And thank you for being here. Congratulations! I can't wait to see what art you create. So excited. Bye, sweetheart. Hey guys! I do, and you know I'm coming for it. Congratulations.
Thank you, Miss Leila.
I hope you have a full baseball season. I can feel all of our meetings. Hey guys, Tristan. Hi, Tristan. Okay, you know, I thought you were Thomas for a second. I'm like, that's impressive. Thank you. But you're very nice friends. Tristan, congratulations. I'm glad that
Is Josh driving?
Yes. My sweetie.
See you guys. See ya.
I know.
I love you, Mom.
See ya.
Hi,
Hey, Josh. We miss you guys.
I love it.
I love you.
I mean, if they don't get married,
Congratulations, sweet girl.
car looks awesome.
Stay in touch and come back and visit you. Bye, honey.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, have the best time.
See ya.
Bye, sweetie. Bye, guys. Bye, sweetie. Have so much fun.
See ya.
Stay in touch, honey. Oh my God, the dog.
Congrats, Braeden.
Beautiful speech.
Is that your graduation present to yourself? Yeah.
That's a rental.
Yeah, no.
And beautiful speech.
Yeah, I told Mr. Joseph I'm sure I'll be back.
I think so. Go line them up. Can't wait.
Which one flip it?
Honey!
You can flip it now.
I'm gonna call you next year when I need someone to give it to me straight.
Alright.
We wouldn't know anything about
You should do this again every year. It should be a reoccurring theme.
We'll remember that.
Thank you. We'll probably be back in July.
I hope so. Yeah. And if not, it's some point. Congratulations. Beautiful. Have so much fun. Let's stay in touch. Okay, you better. Hi, sweet time. We're having the best time. It's my pleasure having you out. December, have a great time. Take care of yourself. Bye, sweetie. No way! I have the best time.
I know, don't be ashamed to be on it. Sing for us.
Hold on. Hey, Raven, congratulations. Thank you. Beautiful job. No, thank you. Now go have some fun. Hey, sweetie, Jordan, good luck. Have so much fun. Yes, Congrats, Victoria. Bye, sweetie. Come back and visit, okay? Bye, Victoria. Give your mama a hug for me. Bye, sweet pea. No, it's adorable. No, not that one. It's too cute. It's fun. How many cousins are in this car? Oh, picture driving. That might have to slow. Hey, guys. Congratulations, sweet pea.
I love those yellow crocs. Those yellow crocs.
Chocolate color and purple.
As you can see,
I
know, you're taking them up. One car.
Congratulations.
There you go. Yeah, great. That was awesome.
Bye, guys. It's been a great ride.
No pun intended.
Come back and visit.
I will.
Next time. Take care of yourself.
You're going to be on Facebook. Our last car.
Hi everyone, it is Miss Brown here. We are finishing up on our car parade. One car here, one car there. And that is it for our senior parade celebration. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. The bells are ringing. The event is officially over. Seniors have done it. They're honking. Our senior advisors are here celebrating as well. It has been an awesome day. Thank you guys all so much for being with us. Stay tuned and we will see you all soon.